Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope y'all are doing well, bro. Shadow Heatran is in raids, which for some reason I feel like this is like the second time it's been here, because for some reason I feel like it's been in the game before. Maybe I'm tripping, but if you're curious on what are the best counters for Heatran, it is going to be ground type. So I'm using stuff like Groudon, Mega Garchomp is amazing, Primal Groudon, Rhyperior. Those are just some pretty good ground types. Now, Shadow Heatran is actually a decent fire type. Now, is it the best? I wouldn't really presume so. However, it's not that bad to use, and I kind of recommend you at least get one of these. Now, you actually, like a long time ago, you would get this from the boss leader, and now it's kind of just here, chilling. So, 2058, we do not have a shiny Heatran in Pokemon Go, so that's definitely going to be some, like, cool grind to go for. I did buy some Pokecoins. Yeah. Shout out pay to win. All right, we got 6 rare candies, which is pretty cool. Win 3 raids. We have to win 2 raids. I actually believe, yeah, I've researched for that. Sick. 20,000 XP for a raid here. We will definitely take that. And our shiny. Okay, wait, hold on. Do we get a shiny? Let me not just say that. Do we get a shiny, though? That'd be pretty cool. No, but it's an XXS. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's really hype. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do how I guess a lot of people should try and catch these if you really want to catch it as best time as possible, or not best time, but the best chance to try and catch one of these is you have to wait for the circle to get smaller, wait for the Pokemon to attack, and then you do the throw. Now, sometimes the Pokemon will like numerously attack, and there's really not much you can do about that aspect. I mean, you could throw like a Pinap Berry. The problem is, if you throw a Pinap Berry, it's not as good as a Golden Raspberry, as in like the chance of catching the Pokemon. So, yeah, I don't know how else to say that. Ooh, okay, we have 3 excellent throws in a row. Which, bro, I was looking at some Discord messages, and when I was catching Dynamax Lugia, apparently for some people, it was really hard for them to catch. Which is funny because I only struggled on one of them. And I said in the video, I was like, oh yeah, like this Pokemon is easy to catch. And then everybody else apparently from the messages I got was that wasn't the case. So super interesting. Like, I don't know, that's super weird. Now, Shadow Heatran, very difficult to catch as you can see here. I think it's because it's a Shadow Pokemon that makes it a little bit more difficult. Because we are hitting we're hitting excellent throws and Golden Raspberries. So that would be my assumption. Which, I've always said this, I don't really know why they make it so difficult to catch these. Because I've always said this simply because, like, you know, you do the raid, you're going to use your potions, you use a lot of Golden Raspberries. So, like, to me personally, I feel like hypothetically, you should be able to, like, guarantee catch it. But I kind of see, like, why, you know, I know the idea of, like, the Pokemon running away and stuff like that. Like, that's been a part of the game for so long. I do get that. We do catch it. But I don't know, I find it interesting that, like, you could do an entire raid and then not catch the Pokemon at all. You feel me? It's a little off to me. Alright, an XXS Heatran, it to me is almost, I would say, way better than a shiny. And I say that simply because I collect XXS and XXL Pokemon, as well as, like, the shinies, of course, but okay, so I think they left the wild area IVs in here because that is terrible. Oh, in comparison to a lot of IVs in Pokemon Go, that is not good. But the fact that we got an XXS is so beyond dope. Now, this wasn't the only thing. We weren't going to do just a Heatran raid in this YouTube video. There was a bigger reason on why I wanted to do this video. For one, we have research, which I have no clue what this research is going to be. And I'm really curious on what it is, because it was win 2 raids. It was from a research from a bit ago. And you would think hypothetically for 2 raids, you would get something insane, right? Hypothetically speaking, right? So let's see what it is. Oh, it's a Lilligant. Oh, yo, this had a raid day. Hold on, wait, this had a raid day. That's kind of cool. That means the other one could be Lilligant, and that also could be shiny. I'm just saying, man, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, bro. Hold on. We have a 1042. Yikes. Yo, that is no bueno. Oh, my days. That is so butt. All right. Also, a couple tickets that are in the shop. We have the journey, the battle journey, the thingy journey, my bobber, my journey. I think we'll buy this right now just to see. Because some of the boosted encounters that you do get is Larvitar and Bagon. Larvitar is a really, really good, especially obviously Tyranitar being the best thing. Bagon Shiny is super dope and boosted. Masterwork Research, as you can see here as well. Masterwork Research, a previous catch, you gain a free, not even close to free, $8 Master Ball right here, as you can see. And then you have about 3 months to be able to do it with all the rewards, which is pretty cool. On top of that, the Kalos tickets here. So you get a Latios encounter, as well as Deontay. And the Go Pass Deluxe is here. You get a Tinkatink encounter. Wow, Scopely is so smart. Like, I'm not even trying to glaze, bro. Scopely is so smart for that, bro. Hold on. Scopely is genius for that. Holy moly. Wait, Eevee Dynamax? Okay, not shiny. But just an Eevee Dynamax from the rate. Wow. Dude, wow. Wow. Dude, no. Wow. Nah, Scopely got it, bro. Scopely's got it, bro. They know what they're doing, bro. They gotta know what they're doing when it comes to this, bro. Like, that is insanity, man. Wow. All right, what are the IVs? At 40-36 is not that good. GG's. Wow. Okay, so what else we can get? We get Sprigatito. We get, Spritzy, Wooper. Delibird is sick, which that reminds me, there's a Pokemon that's coming soon, which is the Sudowoodo with a costume, which I'll probably talk about in a different video. Yeah, that's really odd. I don't know if that can be shiny or not. I hope it can be. That's really sick. Cryogonal Dynamax is super sick. That could be shiny. Sandshrews boosted. Morpeko. Dude, these are really smart encounters. Vanilla. Wow. Sick. Sinistea again? That is amazing. Wow. Snom's a cool encounter too. Goodra's cool. I don't know if those could be shiny, but it would be sick. A Dynamax Ralts is sick. Tinkatink and they did not need to cook this hard. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm really glad they cooked this hard. That is insane. Because this, I believe, can be shiny. That's pretty rare. This is obviously pretty rare. We get an Avalugg, which is super dope. I think last time we were able to get this was through the Breakthrough Research boxes. Larvitar. This Warbuck or something like that, which could be shiny as well. And then the level 100 is a Palkia, which not only could this be shiny, but it will have the background, which will have like the Precious Paths background. That's pretty okay, a bunch of Stardust, we'll take that. Ooh, catch 3, catch 5, catch 12, catch 20. Catch 20 Pokemon. Okay, so not only do we have to do a catch 20 Pokemon research, which you definitely know we're going to use the ability. You don't know what ability I'm talking about. We're going to use the Duskmane Necrozma. Now, usually I would use Dawn Wings, but we're going to do Duskmane this time. We can get Rockruff, Executor, stuff like that, which has some pretty cool shinies. And Helioptile. Helioptile's in this, which could have been shiny as well. So as you can see, oh my goodness, they still haven't fixed this. Scopely, for watching this, please fix this. So what you would normally do is you would click right here on the Pokemon to tell you what Pokemon you can encounter. At the moment, it's broken, and you literally just can't look, which is, again, a little unfortunate. Hopefully they do fix that, but wow, that's sick. Go Battle Arena. Oh, sick. I got level 2. I don't know how. Oh, no, I'm back to level 1. Sick. Okay, dude. Wow. So, as you can see, by the way, for this Pokemon in specific, we are trying to get it to a 100% IV. We do need to catch about 688 Pokemon in exact to be able to get this as a 100% IVs. As you can see, we got a 98% on the wild area. Y'all can let me know in the comments below what you use your silver bottle cap on. Very curious. I'm also curious what these encounters are. So we're going to start just catching through our stack. This is usually what I like to do when we're like waiting for other Pokemon. And by the way, shout out Scopely for making it catch 20 Pokemon and not like hatch 3 eggs, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, like hatching 3 eggs is very possible, yes, but it's like I like that it's not what? Houndoom. Okay, this is a wild area Houndoom. Okay. Okay. Not sick. 26, 7, 76. Okay. A good IVs. I will say though, the fact that when you catch these wild area Pokemon, they still have like the IVs. Like it's not glitched to where like you're not gonna get the not wild area type. I think that's pretty cool because they very well could have not done that, but instead they did do that. If that makes sense, so I'm really really grateful for that. All right, Murkrow, we're gonna catch this a yoink, followed up by I don't even know how many we've caught. Plus we're getting a bunch of great throw tasks done as well, which we'll definitely take. That's the Cottony could be shiny. All right, not shiny. We're getting so many shiny checks. Even though I guess my great stack. I don't think my great stack has any shinies. I'd be really flabbergasted if my great stack had shinies, man. Holy moly, it's almost huge. Wait, I have an XXS or XXL Absol in here, and I didn't catch it. What am I doing, bro? What was I doing here? I had been doing something to not catch this XXL Absol, bro. Like I had been like. I don't know. Another one? Dude, yeah, I had to have been doing something crazy, bro. I don't know, man. Wow. I'm so glad they're so easy to catch, man. Holy moly. As like the 298th percent is really sick. Alright, we're gonna transfer these and we're also gonna check whether or not they're like 4-star question mark? 4-star question mark? No. This was sick though, I won't lie. Getting a picky pack shiny. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Not shiny. Hundo picky pack from the day. Super sick. That community day. Y'all can let me know how that community day went for y'all. Dude, it went so good for me. Like, I'm so grateful for that, man. Catch that, and then catch this, and then catch this. Oh, Galil. Dude, I had so many wild area Pokemon. This is one of these Pokemon I totally forgot to catch, man. Wow. That's crazy that I forget to catch some of these wild area Pokemon. 14. That could have been crazy, man. So I literally could just have a random Hundo in my stack, and I won't know it. That's insane. Another Pidgey. Alright, let's check these encounters. Encounter 1. Larvitar, not shiny, a 430. And we're going to catch all these with Pinap berries. And highly recommend anybody do that. Because in the research, it will not run away. And you get more candies for your catch. Alright, 430 is not that great on the first one. Nimble, a shiny there. We need to catch 75 Pokemon for our research. Alright, let's check this. Sprigatito. I can't tell whether or not Sprigatito is shiny ever. I don't know. Second one, Bagon. Okay, so we get a mix of both. I'm actually a fan of that because that is super convenient. So we can try and get these boosted shinies. Bagon isn't that good as well. We're going to check whether or not the research or the... There we go. Solrock. Ooh. All right, not shiny. This could have been shiny. Solrock does have a beautiful looking shiny. All right, next one. Another Larvitar, a 433, which is somehow slightly better than our last one, but still nothing fantastic. Next one, another Bagon, 465, which is worse than the other one. Oh, my days. Luckily, when it comes to Tyranitar, we have a Hundo XXL from the wild area. We have the shiny, decent IV-ish. We have, I believe, 2 Hundos. Yeah, we have this one Hundo as well. So, technically, we're not really worried about if we get any Hundos or anything. Definitely going for some shinies. Accidentally clicked the Bagon. 477 isn't bad, but isn't fantastic. Alright, we'll claim the next one. Okay, I keep clicking the wrong one, but it's okay. Still getting the encounters regardless, so I'm not tripping one bit. Catch the Larvitar, not shiny. I'm trying to click the top row. Another Larvitar, 426. Uh-oh. I feel like we're not progressing when it comes to IVs. Alright, we'll catch this Fomantis real quick. Hold on. Yoink. Let's go. Oh, another Stunky there. Crazy. Alright, another Larvitar, 441. That's better. I don't really know Hundo IVs. Sorry, I'm not a research technician. My apologies. 253. Oh, that one's not bad, though. But 15, 15, 12 is definitely better than some. Another Bagon, 472. I should be throwing Pinap berries. I'm getting lazy. Let me start throwing Pinap berries. Another Bagon, another 472. Holy moly. All right, next is another Bagon, 481. Okay, not that fantastic, if you will, but we'll definitely take that. Another Larvitar, 424. Oh, right. We, yeah, I feel like we're slowly going down. You feel me? Like, I don't think we're going up here. All right. Okay, we went up this time. Just 428. We had a Young Goosemon. All right, we'll claim this. Another Bagon, 486. Ooh, okay, this is high. Definitely way higher. Before we claim that Young Goose, I want to see what we get from here. So we get 2 premium passes of Stardust. And Nacli. Nacli is a new Pokemon that's here in Pokemon Go. And now we get to catch it, which is so beyond dope, man. All right, so I don't even know how to explain this Pokemon, man. This Pokemon is just cool. Like, Nacli is, I believe, Gen 9. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Looks really dope, honestly. This is a very Scarlet and Violet Pokemon if I've ever seen it. Actually, pretty decent IVs. We are definitely very happy with that. Let's go. We're going to catch this. Do we have to catch more? Okay, I believe there was 2 pages on that research. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there's only one. We do this as well. Precious Path. Spin 10 Pokestops, which is a little unfortunate, but is what it is there. All right, yeah, that was only 1 page. That was great. W, quick and easy. We'll take that. All right, let's catch this Sprigatito real quick. Hold on. We have 2 Pokemon that we can claim from the bigger research, if that makes any sense. Tyron. All right, sorry, I did need to check the Tyron because that would have been cool if it was shiny because it's a blue look and it looks cool and it like matched my shirt. All right, we have this as well. So we have Precious Path. We do need to spend 10 Pokestops, which is something that we are not going to be able to do at the moment. So let's explore Kilometer for pecking order. Yeah, this is just stuff that's not occurring right now. But what are some encounters? Sprigatito. Huh. Now, I don't really know about this Precious Path research. Like, I'm not really like a Scientologist to this Precious Path right now. Fuecoco. Okay, so I think it has to do with Scarlet and Violet. I bet you the other one is a duck. I'd be my guess. 454 is Buns. I actually really thought that was going to be good, too. That's the funniest part. All right, Flabebe. All right, also, so on top of that, we have... I'm surprised we haven't gotten our Rocket Leader, but... Okay. All right, we'll go to our news. We have the, as you can see here, Journey to Paldea. So pack your bags, blah, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. So Tuesday, December 2nd to December 9th. This is a 7-day event, which is normally massive. Like, this is not, hold on. It's like normally not something you're going to see is like a 7-day event. You feel me? So let's go over everything that you need to know for this event. So, oh, that is not what I clicked. Okay, so we have Pokemon Go debut. Nacli is the Rock Salt Pokemon, and then as well as the evolution Knucklestack and Garganacl. So just keep your eye out for them. It's going to be in the wild and stuff like that. And then event bonuses, you get 2 times XP for winning raid battles, 2 times XP for evolving Pokemon. We might do that on stream, maybe. Gets a bunch of XP. And then increased chances to encounter Shiny Larvitar and Bagon. Amazing. Then you can look for regional forms of Paldea and Tauros. All of these Pokemon are going to be in 3-star rates. So there's different forms of Tauros. So go. Good luck to people trying to get it. I believe there's one more form I'm trying to get, so I'll try and go for it. Throughout the event, trainers may encounter Nimble, Palmy, Smallville in the wild. You might encounter, random. And then there's going to be different Pokemon. They're going to be appearing alternate days of this event. So from the 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th of this event, so the even numbers, you'll be seeing more of a Larvitar, Drifloon, Scrub, and more, which Larvitar is boosted. And then December, the odd numbers through this event, 3, 5, 7, and 9, you're going to see Mischievous, Bagon, Clauncher, and more. Now, what would be the best things you should go for? In my opinion, I definitely just think that Bagon, the Larvitar, and that boosted shiny, as well as just trying to catch a bunch of Pokemon if you need for your Silver Bottle Cap, and or if you're trying to do this collection challenge for the Violet Collection Challenge here. You need a Passimian. I don't even know how you're going to get a Passimian. Those don't really spawn in the wild that often. Clauncher, the Gulpin, as well as Mischievous, which, interesting. Yeah, I'm really curious. Oh, as well as there's this as well. Oh. So there's 2 of them. All right, 2 collection challenges that you guys are going to be able to claim. So make sure if you are someone that tries to go for those 100%. Highly recommended, of course. Always try to collect those collection challenges. Free rewards every time. As long as the Pokemon obviously spawning in the wild. Another Pidgey. I feel like we're seeing so many of these, and I'm using so many Ultra Balls. All right, I appreciate y'all showing up to today's YouTube video. God bless. Jesus loves y'all. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next video.